Majority of us have great plans for what we will do if we won a lottery. Everyone's list includes buy a house, pay up debts, and give to a charity. But what exactly do people buy when money is not an object? Billionaires are the most bizarre and misunderstood people in the world by what they actually spend their money on. Just like ordinary people, few things billionaires buy are just insanely stupid. You're about to lose faith in humanity. Here's a list of the top 20 dumbest things billionaires own. Before we begin, click that like button to inspire us. Also, subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell to be inspired by this type of ultimate facts. Pure gold shirt. In 2013, Dada Foog from India spent $250,000 on a pure solid gold shirt, weighing about 6 pounds with matching chains and cuffings. He hired 15 goldsmiths working 16 hours a day, and the task was completed in nearly 2 weeks. When asked why he did so, Foog said although he knows he's not the best looking man in the world, he expects every woman would be dazzled by his shirt. Unfortunately, Foog's story has a tragic ending after he was murdered in 2016 with allegations of misappropriating money. A diamond Mercedes-Benz. Supercars are a pretty normal thing for billionaires to own. I mean, if you had infinite money, you would buy a Ferrari. This century has taken this idea and cracked it onto an entirely new level. A Saudi prince bought a Mercedes-Benz completely made of diamonds, and there were rumors that he even charged people $1,000 to touch it. Well, with a price tag of $4.8 million, this is one of the craziest things billionaires have bought. A personal skyscraper. Billionaire Mukesh Ambani decided he wanted a tower all to himself. Without thinking twice, he spent $2 billion constructing what is now called the Antilia. The 27-story building only he and his family live in is located in South Mumbai. Really? This is crazy, billionaire. Besides, Mukesh hired more than 600 workers to take charge of the upkeep of the building. These are some of the things rich people own. Plastic surgery. Jocelyn Wildenstein is very famous for her looks, but not in a good way. She is a crazy billionaire known for notorious extravagant spending habits. Jocelyn spent a whopping $4 million for plastic surgery on her face, probably to impress her husband. Unfortunately, the medical surgery turned out to be bad for her, for which she got a lot more negative press for her looks. Her case was considered one of the worst plastic surgeries ever done. A watch. Get ready, this one's a mouthful. The Graves Super Complication Watch is the most complicated mechanical pocket watch ever made. The 18-karat gold watch has 24 complications in it and weighs an entire pound. It took 3 years for the watch to be designed and another 5 years of manufacturing. When the watch was commissioned in 1925, the cost of production was around $15,000. Back in 2014, an anonymous bidder bought the watch for $25 million. I'm still surprised. A yacht. Well, this is perhaps among the dumbest things billionaires have bought. Roman Abramovich, a Roman billionaire, purchased an Eclipse yacht for about $450 million back in 2010. The Eclipse is the second largest private yacht in the world. Listen to this. By the time he finally got the keys, security and other maintenance costs were close to $1 billion. It is probably the most extravagant boys' toys such a billionaire ever imagined. However, this is considered the largest waste of money in history. Leonardo da Vinci's journal. American business magnate and philanthropist Bill Gates is not known to be a frivolous spender. Nevertheless, Bill Gates paid over $30 million on one of the famed investor Leonardo da Vinci's journals, making it one of the most expensive books ever sold. No doubt, Da Vinci is arguably one of the most brilliant humans ever to have lived, but of all the things bought by billionaires, spending millions purchasing a journal seems a little more outlandish. An overpriced haircut. If you find a hairdresser or barber who gives you that spectacular haircut, treat them well. The Sultan of Brunei, though, might be too generous with this. Despite his barber getting a pretty monthly pay of roughly $24,000 per trip to Brunei, the Sultan offered a special cabin for him. He took care of everything, including his accommodation. Haircuts cannot be that expensive. That's one of the most ridiculous things done by millionaires. Stewie Griffin diamond necklace. While at their tender age, young people tend not to make the wisest choices, and when you're young and soaking in wealth, you're likely to make disastrous financial decisions. Justin Bieber spent some whopping cash on a custom piece of jewelry. Beverly Hills jeweler Jason Ashraban created the Stewie pendant together with Justin. He said the baby Bieber had a specific vision as to how he wanted it to look. Anyone looking at it would tell there's nothing unique about the design. Drake buys neighbor's house. Have you ever launched a noise complaint about your neighbor? Well, this will surely surprise you. When Drake's neighbors complained that he was too loud, he bought their Hidden Hills, California home for nearly $3 million, so he would never have to deal with that problem again. The property is located right next door to his sprawling 7-bedroom, 9-bathroom California home that he bought for $7.7 million. Alberto Giacometti statues. Would you pay $142 million for a statue? Well, some of the things bought by billionaires are just crazy. Look at this statue. Oh my, it doesn't even look good. It looks scarier than anything. But some of the rich guys pay pretty that much to have it in their homes. You can never understand rich people. It seems they all have no taste. How on earth would I keep such a dumb sculpture in the house? An iPhone. Cell phones have today become essential for browsing the internet, business, and calling friends and family. Fundamentally, everybody, even a puppy, has one. A businessman in Hong Kong got a $15 million custom-made iPhone 5 encrusted with gold and diamonds. The home button alone extremely wears 26 black carat diamonds. It is good-looking and worthy of the price, but overly expensive considering how often iPhones get new releases. The pink star. Alright, this sounds cool, but how expensive should an engagement ring be? If you want to propose, well, you may have to buy her the most expensive ring ever and hopefully get a big yes. Otherwise, it would be a total waste of money. The pink star, one of the world's great natural treasures, was in 2017 sold in a smashing auction in Hong Kong for $71 million. Just a ring. Well, now you know some of the things a billionaire buys. Warren Buffett's lunch. Every year, billionaire Warren Buffett auctions off a 3-hour lunch date to Aid Glide, a San Francisco charity that fights homelessness and addiction. The highest bid in 2016 was from an anonymous woman for a cool $3.46 million. Fortune magazine later revealed that the woman and 7 of her friends dined with Buffett at the infamous Smith & Wollsky Steakhouse. Even though we know it's for the charity, that was too much money for such a lunch date. Gold-plated Rolls-Royce. As a noble gear, the Sultan makes it to our list again. Known for his flashy lifestyle, the Sultan of Brunei has a collection of around 7,000 cars, including a Rolls-Royce. To make it fit for his royalty, he had the entire vehicle plated with pure 24-karat gold. Estimated to cost around $14 million. You'll be surprised because the Rolls-Royce was only used on his wedding day. Well, isn't it surprising when you think of the thing this billionaire purchases? A signature. At least once in a lifetime, everybody has written their names in the sand. And it's fun. Living a billionaire lifestyle, you may take that idea to the extreme. Sheikh Hamad of Abu Dhabi's royal family had his name etched into the ground of the Futuji Island. This massive carving was visible from space. It was a lasting impression for sure. The curving had waterways to absorb the oncoming waves and prevent washing away with the tides. Like the dumb billionaire, I wouldn't spend thousands of dollars inscribing my name on a beach. Lincoln's negative portrait. Abraham Lincoln is one of the world's famous figures. Any history fan would spend a few bucks on artifacts of this great history maker. You can purchase his signature for over $218,000. If you are an ardent fan, you could have bought a portrait negative of Lincoln in 2012 at an auction. Photo negative of the last sitting Lincoln sold at a Cincinnati auction for $32,250. Even though this is just a negative and can easily be developed. A golden bathroom. We've already seen a lot of items on this list with gold and diamond, but this one might drive you crazy. It's a solid gold bathroom. The master bath has a $12 million lock. The golden bathroom, and specifically the bathtub, makes the price of the entire house quite enormous. It is insane spending a lot of money on a bathroom. Does it make your poops and showers any better? Well, maybe Mike Tyson could tell us because he spent around $2.2 million on a solid gold bathtub. John Lennon's tooth. In 2011, Michael Zuck, a Canadian dentist, purchased a discolored molar removed from John Lennon's mouth at an auction for $31,200. The tooth had been given to Dorothy JARLLET, Lennon's former housekeeper, as a souvenir for her daughter back in the 1960s after he had it removed at the dentist. Do you wonder why Zuck's reason was for purchasing a discolored tooth for that much? Well, he said he wants to clone Lennon. 3 years later, the Newsweek reported that Zuck was still hoping to clone Lennon within 5 years. A golden toilet. Gold, gold, gold. We've seen some doubtful golden purchases, but this one is just ridiculous. I have zero ideas why on earth you would want a solid gold toilet and a matching gold toilet paper. A British tabloid, The Sun, claims Kardashian and West purchased 4 gold-plated toilets for their expensive new Bel Air, California mansion for around $767,000. Maybe the couple has some incredible poops, why they have one in every bathroom of their mansion. Which one was shocking to you the most? Please let us know in our comment section below. Like always, if you enjoyed it, be sure to give us a big thumbs up and leave us some love in the comment section. To keep up to date with all of our awesome videos, be sure to hit subscribe and turn your notifications on to never miss a thing. Until next time, do take good care of yourself.